this is Sarah and this is the Elemental Indigo Weekly Oracle Card Reading. This one is for the 4th of August 2014 and we're using my favourite today, which is Messages from Your Angels deck by Doreen Virtue. So that's the one I've been working with the longest and therefore it's kind of holds a special place in my heart as my favourite deck. I love working with this deck. So as usual, we're going to choose 3 cards for the beginning, middle and end of the week. So let's find out what we need to know this week. So Monday, Tuesday, I move that one. And we're looking for Wednesday and Thursday. I want that one there. Oops. And then we'll go for one for the weekend. That's kind of catching my eye, so I'll go with that one. Okay, so I'll just put the others down to the side and we'll find out what's going on this week. So Monday, Tuesday, the card is Opal and she says, your children on earth and in heaven are happy and well cared for by God and the angels. So this card can be referring to whether you have children here incarnated, the angels are giving you a message that they're looking over your children at this time, and also if you've maybe not had any children yet, if that's something you're planning in the future, they also look after children that haven't come to us down here on earth yet, so haven't incarnated yet. So when cards about children come up, they can usually go one or two ways, which is it is a message from the angels saying they're looking over and after the needs and welfare of your actual children, or it can also often refer to nurturing your own inner child. Another message I'm getting through this card at the moment is that of our own childlike qualities, so our own innocence and our own inherent goodness in the world, and I think that's something we're being guided to connect to and remember. We have at the beginning of the week, a lot of times we can go out there and have the intention to help others, but we still have these self-sabotaging thoughts that come up and we don't feel qualified enough or we don't feel good enough to do things. But the angels are telling us that we need to remember, if these sort of feelings are coming up, that we just need to connect with our inner child and connect with those qualities we all inherently have, such as the innocence. Seeing the magic in things in the world is important as well, and that inherent feeling of goodness that we all have, because we're all trying our best, and that is the main thing. So Merlina is middle of the week and this one says, you are confused and indecisive because you do not have enough information. Do research or seek expert advice before making a decision. So if you're in a position this week where you're looking for the next action step to take, for example, if you're looking for another action step to take in manifesting your career, you may be feeling a bit confused this week, and if you do, it's because you've not got enough information in front of you. You don't have all the facts, or it's just not the right time yet. Not through divine timing so much, but more through there's things you need to uncover. There's more things you need to know. So a good example of dealing with that then is to say, okay, don't force yourself to plough forward. Instead, maybe do something like more studying. If it's career related, you might feel that it's more important to study now at the moment to gain more knowledge before you go out there into the world, or seek somebody else's advice, whether it's someone in a sort of coaching, mentoring capacity, or somebody close to you whose opinion you can definitely rely on and who won't try and influence you in any way. And finally, if you are feeling a bit confused about what to do, where to go, or what's happening, it's always a good time to check in with your intuition and see what answers you can gain from your intuition. You know, whether you should keep being persistent in one direction, or maybe just wait it out, or maybe try another direction entirely. Also, if you can remember your dreams, they're also usually pretty useful in decoding a little bit of what's going on in your life. So whether it's keeping a dream journal by the bed just to note things down, or just remembering what came up in your dreams, if you're really good at remembering your dreams, of course. It often helps to have a journal by the bed to just write them down, because otherwise they can go out your head pretty quickly, especially when you're trying to remember them usually. Okay, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday is Layla, and it says spend time alone in nature, meditating about your desires and intentions. Ask the angels to help you gain a better perspective. Okay, so yeah, there looks like this week there is a bit of confusion abound, maybe is the words, and you're not quite sure where you're going next, but that's okay. So towards the weekend, if we're looking for more clarity at this point, we're being guided to get out in nature again, whether it's raining or not, because it's raining a lot here. But yeah, getting out in nature, meditating, connecting with your intuition is looking like it's a big theme of this week. I think from this as well, a few of us are going to have what we call noisy weeks. So you might find on the surface of day-to-day life there's going to be a lot of stuff going on this week, you know, whether it's paying bills or people coming round, or, you know, day-to-day busyness generally, family visits, arranging holidays, sorting the house out, all those kind of day-to-day things that end up being crammed into all the same time, and then you end up feeling really busy with all that sort of surface day-to-day stuff, and that makes you feel quite drained, and you know, can quite confuse you at times. So I think there might be a lot of that going on for us this week, in which case it is another nudge here that we do take some time away from all that sort of surface day-to-day stuff, because that will not help us with confusion and indecision and not knowing which way to go about things. So it's important that we just detach as much as we can, or just take as much time as we can, sort of the second half of the week, just to detach and have a little safe space for us where we can quietly and contemplate and explore maybe the next steps that we should be taking. So it looks like quite a contemplative week ahead there. So just make sure you take the time for yourself to figure out the next step and hold a little quiet place for yourself. So I hope you have a great week, and I will see you for next week's Oracle card reading.